coming up next on Code 2-0.
It's 536 is going to be en route to a fatal hit-and-run Autopet 420 South Alvarado. So what we basically have is just, just a standard, you don't want to say standard or a routine, but it is fairly routine. Vehicle versus pedestrian. The pedestrian was pronounced deceased at the scene. It's at 6th and Alvarado, so it's the Westlake area. There's a lot of homeless people around there. If you drive through that area at any time of the day, there's always going to be a few that are just in the street for no reason. And that was probably the case with this. So we're just going to go handle this really quick and go back to being available. Is he going to exit? Oh. This is the second, or yes, I think second fatal. No, I don't know if I don't remember if the last one I went to was fatal, but there was an incident a couple of weeks ago. I think it was the same location, but that one was 3 pedestrians hit by 1 car, and I think it just happened to be an accident. It wasn't, malicious or DUI driver, just someone who doesn't care. But that area is definitely busy with slow walkers in the street. Why are you honking at me? No, he's just honking. He's the angry emoji if it was a car. Then looking at the map, it seems to be mid-block between 6th and 5th Street. So they're going to have that whole block shut down, but I looked at the map and there's a parking lot right next to the location, or close enough to where we can go down the alleyway that runs parallel to Alvarado. Maybe we can sneak in. Usually if they have the whole block closed down, then you're just doing wide shots, and then the close-ups aren't that great because you're at a distance and it could be dark and whatever. But I guess we'll find out when we get there. I like the 50s vibe of that 7-Eleven. We need to bring back neon. Ever since neon's been out of fashion for half a century now.
I don't know why. It's really cool.
I think it's just the power consumption, but we need to bring back neon because all this LED signage is just generic. It has no character, and it just makes everything white and purple. Be nice. See, there's some neon there at that hotel. It'd be nice to just have some nice blue and pink glows. Chinatown has it. Yes. They have nice like neon like trim on the buildings, and then on the storefronts they have the annoyingly RGB LED signs.
Code 6 are set, and orange is the state was conveyed for a traffic collision, Christian traffic.
Yeah, we were here.
Looks like everyone's getting some action right now. Zach is behind us, angry, thinking, why did he take this route? What is wrong with him? I don't like this because I don't see anything. Maryland. Oh, there it is. It's in the parking lot? Oh.
Yeah, we'll send a...
Well, that's interesting. Oh, it might be in the alleyway.
Force protection.
Is there a canopy somewhere?
I just heard, 477 just heard injured officer at UCLA.
Yeah, it's on Command 11 for...
Oh, massive pothole here.
Cancel TV and just give us an 800.
Do you see anything? The RA is there.
Copy that.
Oh. There's a body right next to that car.
Covered?
Yes. Let's go park on the street, because once they see us being annoying, they're gonna kick us out, and then it's gonna prolong our existence here.
All right, 837 from Mecca.
See, look what I said, Tay. Look, people just like milling around in the street. But this guy was in a parking lot. But that's besides the point.
536, you're going to want to come. You might be in a good spot. Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, over here is probably your best bet. Looks like they were maybe working on the car. It's got a jack stand under it.
That's what it might be.
Operation Med Group.
Yeah.
Med Group, go ahead. No, rescue 837.
You gonna park down there? I don't know if you saw the DB next to the car.
That's got a floor jack under it. Looks like maybe the guy was working on his car. Possibly. Yeah, there's a laundry. Yeah, there's a laundry spot right here that I think is probably our best bet.
Yeah, copy. I left the parking lot because I know the moment that they would see us, or they were gonna probably kick us out.
Yeah, just coming behind me over here in the laundromat.
846 round.
All right. Another lovely night in Westlake. Need to get out? No. So now the issue is, because I see people talking to PD and fire, it's a little tricky. Well, it's not tricky per se, but it's they could be witnesses, but they could also be people associated to the victim, and they might get sensitive. So we're gonna try and make ourselves stay hidden. I don't know how good we're gonna be at that, but.
Street, no evidence of trouble.
I've got nothing. Zach mentioned the jack stand, but I think that jack stand belongs to the jack, not the jack stand. The jack belongs to the fire department, because that's a really beefy jack. Yeah, I'll become the next victim. Where's the body? It's like next to the passenger door.
4983 6 Mark Drive.
It's not under the car, is it? Oh, so. No, I thought it was covered next to the car, like quarter panel area.
I don't see any. I see the jack. I don't see a body. But you know, down here, I mean, you can see there's homeless everywhere.
No, that's what I was telling Tay.
The guy could have been sleeping there.
That's what I was telling Tay while we were driving out here, is that we're in Wessex, there's a lot of homeless people, and they're always just milling about in the middle of the street.
Well, no, they could have been. He could have been laying down sleeping.
It could have been the lady like next to the dumpster.
Right, exactly.
Not paying attention.
Exactly.
Like if you pull into that parking lot, you haul ass around the corner, you're gonna take that.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't see her. No, if your lights are off, you wouldn't see her.
Osborne call, and I'm gonna cruise through the valley a little bit.
Copy that.
The little kitty.
Where?
Little kitty walked through the alleyway. Oh no, there's the. I think. Look. What do you?
No, it's just traffic. No, I think they're in the RA, man. They're either in the RA or... I'll take a walk.
I think they coded in the RA.
That's why they're still here, I'm assuming. Why are you so fast? Damn.
What?
You're so fast.
You want me to be faster?
No. Smell out here. What the heck? How are you that fast, dude?
This is my normal walking speed.
That is not your normal walking speed. Oh, all right, leaving. Oh, Gabe. Got one in custody.
Where?
They're putting her in the back of the... Definitely a weird one.
Let me just go over here. God, the lighting here is just awful. You would think that for video you would like more light, but stuff like this, you got emergency vehicles, you've got these things pointed straight at us.
Yeah, it's a lot.
No, what's up?
No,
Oh.
Well, that was very courteous.
There isn't a single, the parking lot is like this, the building is going like that. The US Bank building is doing its own thing. I can't get a level shot. Oh, and I'm at 150th and what?
Nothing.
I'm at 150th and the LAFD lights are rolling.
I see that. He sounds crazy, right? Nothing's level, It's like that scene from Rick and Morty, remember? Where Rick goes, that's not true level. Get out of here with your bubbles. That's Gabe. He's right though, where we're standing isn't level. No, the poles I assume are leveled as best as they can, but nothing out here is level. And it's driving him a little cuckoo. Understandable. Go with it.
kind of a weird scene to shoot because everything is just so spread apart. Do you see an Alvarado sign anywhere?
No. No, I do not. I think they expect you to know, right?
And then there's the pole for it across the street, but it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. There should be one right here, too. Huh. So what are you thinking? Oh, they're talking. They got the back window open on that unit. Oh, they might be cutting her loose. We'll see. Oh, I don't know what they're doing. What are you thinking? Transient sleeping in the alley?
I think she accidentally got him.
Accidental doinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, look at the building. It's
I know,
sinking.
everything's crooked.
I've been doing this almost just as long as you have.
Almost. That was pretty good. That was decent.
You gotta have the finesse.
Almost as long as I've been shooting.
Well, he said he couldn't comment because it's an active investigation, and then to give him space for privacy reasons.
So check with PIO in the morning, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
Put tape up.
I think it's an accidental.
I'm just gonna say a woman was detained at the scene. Briefly detained.
She was released. It's unclear if a crime has been committed. Oh. Sorry.
Am I on?
You're on. It's me. I'm the problem. It's unclear if a crime's been committed. I would say it's unclear if a crime's been committed, and we'll follow up with PIO in the morning. That's what I would say. Yeah. So, okay.
So like I said, it's, we don't have any details. They don't want to confirm anything because it's an active investigation. But it's essentially, from what it looks like, it was either a homeless person, either walking in the alleyway or possibly sleeping, because there's a lot of junk in there. It is Westlake, like I said. So, a woman was briefly detained. They talked to her, they let her go. So it seems like it was accidental. If you're driving in an alleyway and you're not paying attention, there's, an object. You're not paying attention. Somebody wrapped in a blanket, you're gonna doink them. So that's probably what happened. That is conjecture, of course, so we can't say for sure. But now it's time to get this out, and we're on to the next one.
1841 Ventura Boulevard. That's 44.
All right, I want to do a quick update on the car shooting. We're finding out now that the victim was a 19-year-old male who was in the passenger seat. Some of the local news stations in LA are reporting that a suspect vehicle chased them around for quite a bit and then actually ended up firing into the side of that car, striking and killing the passenger. Young group of guys in that car. If he's 19, then I would assume that the two guys that we saw were probably around that age, so late teens, early 20s. No suspect description as of right now. No suspect vehicle description. nothing. It's really a whodunit. As always, we implore you guys, if you know anything about the things that are going on that we cover, always reach out to Crime Stoppers, Crime Stoppers LA. Go to Google, type in Crime Stoppers. All the information is there on their site. Really awesome group. You can remain anonymous, of course. We definitely implore you guys to use that resource if you have information that could lead to the capture, arrest, or conviction of somebody who senselessly ended a young man's life yesterday evening. Really horrendous. No matter how bad a road rage thing gets, is it worth murdering somebody over? Probably not. It's very heinous. So I just want to give an update on that story. Yesterday and today we've got a incident going on. Well, it's been going on for a long time. I'm going to preface this really quick by saying we're not going to get into the politics. I'm not going to get into the right or wrong or sides of the issue. That's not my job. That isn't our job as journalists in general. It's about presenting facts and just saying here is what happened. We do it through the visual medium and obviously our story writing at keynews.tv. But for us, it's not up to us to determine how you guys feel about anything or interject our opinion. It's up to you guys to determine what you think about all of the stories we cover. It doesn't matter what story. But the reason I want to preface this story with that little disclaimer is because there's a lot of history behind this. So really quick, there are protests at UCLA that have been going on for a little while now. Over on the campus. Campuses across the country actually have been seeing protests regarding the Israel-Palestine conflict. Palestinians and Israelis on both sides all voicing their respective perspectives, that's good. All voicing their perspectives. Some of them, most of them I would say, doing it peacefully and respectfully of not just their own group but each other. And then of course there's always the outliers who will come and try to cause trouble. So again, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not going to say who's who or what have you. It's up to you guys to decide. But Alex, if you could, I'm going to ask you to basically because we've got so much footage from this now, it's just unbelievable. But Alex, if you could grab the footage from UCLA, let's go through some of the highlights of the conflict that was going on campus there, and just kind of want to show what that scene looked like and what's been going on between those two factions, and also what our photographers are seeing. Our new photographer, Emil, was down there, along with Austin Dave, who is a veteran in the industry, if you guys are aware of who he is. Really, really talented guy. He's covered protests for, as long as I have at this point, going on 20 years. Very talented guy. So Alex, if you could, let's take a look at the UCLA encampment protests. I know there's a bunch of parts. Just if you could grab the highlights, let's go down to UCLA now and take a look.
Amazing, this is unbelievable. I don't believe I'm in America. It feels like you're in Middle East. This is terrible. This is not what you expect from America.
Alrighty, so that's some of the footage that we've been capturing over the last couple of days. Tonight, again, it sounds like they have issued a dispersal order and called this a unlawful assembly at the college campus. So LA County Sheriffs, CHP, State Police, supported by LAPD. That's 4 different departments and agencies, I should say, are going to be down at UCLA tonight dealing with whatever's left of the situation that's been going on. We'll have more footage probably from tonight, depending on what Austin Dave gets. He's on assignment there for us and a couple other publications that have requested our services. That's pretty much that. So let's get into some of the other stories. I don't want to go back too far because we're going to be meeting up with Gabe later. Once we do that, we'll kind of go over everything that's been going on. One thing I do want to touch on that Randy had yesterday morning, actually, just after end of watch. So everybody was pretty much wrapping up. We were done for the night, and Randy comes up on the radio and goes, "Hey, this is what I've got." Randy was over in Huntington Park. And Alex, the slug on this one is Huntington Park, LA County Fire Station set on fire. Not a ton of info on this right now. There's an interview from the PIO from LA County Fire that came out and spoke with Randy, which was great. I heard them on the dispatch ask for PIO, so I was very happy to hear that on the radio. But Randy was there. He's got some footage of this. It was an LA County Fire Station, Station 164 in Huntington Park. It looks like they had maybe 2 or 3 pieces of apparatus that were on fire in their port where they park the vehicles, the fire trucks. The PIO was there. I'll let him speak for this. There's one comment that he does make at the end, but I'll address that when we come back. Alex, if you could, let's roll the tape. Let's hear what the PIO has to say.
Name is Espy, E-S-P-Y. I'm the assistant chief for Division 6. And tonight, or early this morning, we had a fire in our fire station. The cause still yet to be undetermined, but it appears it started on the apparatus floor. Our firefighters were awakened to a smoke-filled station. They attempted to grab their gear and start fighting fire to get the fire put under control. They were unable to successfully get their gear, so we had to call in additional units to help out with that. All our firefighters got out safely. There were no injuries, so we're happy about that. And it was upgraded to a second alarm fire. Right now, we don't think it's arson. However, the cause is undetermined.
So the one thing I want to make note on, the PIO mentioned that they're not sure about the arson factor. There were reports initially that it was arson. They put it out on the radio. They requested, I believe, Huntington Park PD to come out and go after, go in the area looking for a possible arson suspect in the area. I can't imagine it wouldn't be arson. These guys, their equipment is so well taken care of, super well maintained. You very rarely, if ever, see a fire truck on fire. Usually it's an outside force causing that. So he doesn't want to say that it's arson. Maybe he's trying to not put anybody on edge if they have an idea of who it is, right? They don't want them to know that they know. So I get that. By the time this airs, though, we'll have some more information. I'll publish or I'll post a link to that story in the description below. Randy put it perfectly when he was on the radio. He came back up. He was having an issue with one of the sergeant that was there from I think it's Huntington Park PD. Super cool guy. He said he was fantastic with them. Very cool. There was an officer there who was upset with Randy, I guess, chasing him around, telling him you're going to arrest him or something for filming, which it's like, what the heck? I think he was upset that Randy was filming the fire station, and I get it. I totally get it. We don't want to see a fire station on fire. That's like horrific. These are the guys that are there to help people, and they're dealing with a possible arsonist lighting the station on fire, or just going through a rough time with the station on fire. I mean, alone is horrible. But it's still our job to cover the story, tell the story as it's unfolding, and for that officer to go after Randy kind of I don't want to say like blaming him for doing his job or whatever, but it's like, you know, you can't get mad at the news for doing what the news does. Again, the sergeant was very respectful, but there was one officer that was very, very difficult with Randy. So I'm unfortunate, or disappointed, I should say, to hear that, because we want to have we don't want to have a problem with any of the agencies that we deal with on a daily basis. The best thing is to come in, do the job, and leave. You know, you got somebody there telling you can't film. It's like, what the heck? Like, why? It's a fire. I'm sorry it's arson. I'm sorry the fire station's on fire. But, you know, that's not our fault. We're there to do a job and get out of there. So, you know, it is what it is. But Randy was very upset, you know, about that whole thing. And I think he speaks for all of us when he's like, hey, we don't want to see that. You know, that's not the call he wants to be going to. It's just, we know what our clients want. We know what stories we need to be covering, and that's definitely on the list. So I'll leave it at that. I won't get too into it. But yeah, that's pretty much it thus far. And yeah, we're gonna be, like I said, we're gonna be meeting up with Gabe. We are floating right now. We are between South LA and the San Fernando Valley. So we're kind of going everywhere tonight, which is great for you guys. If anything pops off, we will be there, which is wonderful. I know you guys want to be there. And yeah, we'll be meeting up with Gabe. We'll do a recap. Again, there's a ton of stories we need to recap. So we'll go through it, maybe do a couple different sections and disperse it, sprinkle it into a couple episodes, right? Not do it all at once, because then it'll just be a flashback episode. We don't want the whole episode to be a flashback. We want to go to things. We want to see things, go places, have adventures, right? So, all right, we are going to be on to, oh, I think I jumped the gun there. All right, let's try that again. We are going to be on to the next one. Yeah, we got power lines going off.
No one's in it, supposedly.
Yeah, it's a hit and run, but it's still on fire. Oh, wow. All right, we're rolling up here on a vehicle into a building that is now on fire. So we're gonna be out. Looks like a box truck.
Unit, screaming woman, Oxnard to Honda, code 3 for the 95, ready 1526.
Want to get that first shot just in case, but building's on fire, just the box truck. And this originally came out as a hit and run, so now it's obviously a hit and run felony. But they have a vehicle into a pole, and we saw the power lines going off and stuff too. So. Magnesium glowing in there, actually. So you can see it a little better. Looks like they skipped off a parked car, went through the tree, the pole. I mean, it's a total mess out here. Luckily, nobody got hurt or killed.
they said it was a car into a building, but it's a U-Haul, obviously. The people that were in the building were described as they got out and they jogged away. So I don't know how far you can get by jogging away, but
I don't know. That's what they said. But
I was checking above me. I thought this might have been a power line, but it was just a hose.
Yeah. Slamming the truck into the side over there and then leaving it on fire and running away. Not very good. They're gonna run the plate. I'm sure it's stolen. I can almost guarantee it. I'm amazed nobody got hurt. Gabe's got the shots. We are a little behind on this one because of where we stage. We're further north, but I think we got some usable stuff. Gabe does a good job, so we'll leave it with him. I know. You got it though, right?
Yeah.
Some flamage.
A little bit of flamage.
Poquito flamage.
Un poquito.
Poquito. All right.
But we've got the other thing.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. But it's visual.
No injuries.
I know. All right.
It looked like it had extended into the building because of the reflection.
It didn't though, right?
No.
All right. Alrighty. Alrighty, we're rolling up with Gabe, who is at staging, where he should be. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi. We were just talking about, I was telling everyone.
Talking about me behind my back?
No, I was telling everyone we were going to meet up with you later, and now is later. It's happening now. I wanted to do a little bit of a recap, and I know we have a lot to get through, but there's like 3 stories I want to get through. 2 of these don't involve you, but 1 does, all right? So let's start with this. Again, Austin Dave. I love stories like this. There's it was an old Onion video, right? The Onion?
Something's happening.
something that normally happening, some BS happening
and
somewhere.
Here we're going to free associate to this video without any clue as to what's going on.
Through the use of expensive technology, we're going to bring you live to the scene. Yeah, The Onion did a fantastic video. That's an old video, by the way. That's like 15 years old. It was on YouTube. It's very old.
It's still relevant.
It is. I think if you search here on YouTube after the episode, of course, type in The Onion bear video. Is it bear video? Is that what comes up? Let me check really quick. I think it is. It's so.
Like, and here we are with some common thing that routinely happens all the time.
Breaking news. The title on this video is Breaking News. Some bull. I don't want to say the rest. You guys know the rest. Some bull happening somewhere from The Onion. 14 years ago. It's great.
Here's some B-roll of guys in uniforms standing around.
So, this video applies directly to this story. It's very. I feel bad for the bear. I hope the bear, is okay and they take it up into the woods or whatever. But Alex, the video for this is Castaic. Sorry, my allergies are killing me here. The video is Castaic black bear roaming neighborhood. That's the slug. There's a part 2 to it as well. And Austin almost got eaten by the bear. The bear was like running at him, and you see him like pan over, and he's like trying to get out of the way. So definitely some crazy stuff out of Castaic. Alex, let's check out the bear video.
Get out of here, Bear.
All right, so back here now, again, we're still with Gabe. Video that he had out of, let me turn this down a little bit, a video that he had out of Porter Ranch. This was a late feed, though. I see 5 a.m. on the feed time.
It happened around, I want to say like 4:15. What was the time I called? 4:19?
4:11. Pretty close. Run us through what you've got. The visual on this is pretty incredible. It looks like
the visuals aren't that great because, you know, I couldn't really. I'm trying not to walk in the crime scene. There's a big tree in the way.
For what you had to work with, I think it looks great. But go ahead. Let's hear what you have.
So I'm driving home and a call goes out for a car fire at the dead end of Cessnon and Reseda up in Porter Ranch. And I'm like, I'm on the 170 in North Hollywood. I'm not gonna make flames on that. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. Then after fire gets the call, about like 2 minutes later, LAPD gets the call for a traffic collision at that same location. When you hear car fire and then LAPD puts out the traffic collision, you know exactly what it is.
You put two and two
Somebody
together.
went too fast, they crashed, and they died.
Yep.
Did you plain and simple?
Sorry, did you know it was a fatal at that point or no?
I did not.
Oh, okay. That's no. I mean, the visuals are just wild. Did you tell Alex to roll the tape?
Alex, roll the tape.
So back here, still with Gabe, one more that I want to go over here, which is just a crazy, crazy story. Lancaster always has these incidents with these.
What's going on over there?
I don't know, man.
Santa Clarita and Lancaster, like once you go north of the valley, it's just weird.
We get stuff down here, but not like that. This is just, and it's creepy too, because you're on the desert. There's like nothing around. You got Joshua trees everywhere. Iad covered this up in Lancaster. Well, he's calling it Little Rock. You know, it's on the 138 in the city of Little Rock, which I would consider that Lancaster, right? No? All right. So yeah,
on the red line?
Did they say on the red? No, north of the 101?
Oh, no.
Or south? No, it'd be South Alvarado, right? 676.
Alvarado Street. Because I think that's northeast right there.
I'm on Hotshot, so I'm not hearing that. Yeah, it's got to be South Alvarado. I mean, do you want to go check it out?
I'll listen in when they put it out again.
Okay. Oh, come on. Sorry. I'm trying to explain the story and my computer's jamming up. There we go. Got it. So yeah, the story out of again, it is Lancaster. It's got to be. It's on the 138. Alex, if you could go to the tape, let's take a look at this, and I'll explain what's going on. But this is way beyond what I would think it is, looking at this crash, looking at the damage on the vehicles. Iad was covering this up in Little Rock. He's calling it a quintuple fatality. It's a two-vehicle traffic collision occurring at the intersection of Parablossom Highway and 106th Street East in the city of Little Rock. LA County Fire Department, LA County Sheriff's Department, and CHP responded promptly to the scene. Upon arrival, emergency responders found 5 individuals, all fatalities, and 1 critically injured. The critically injured patient was transported to a nearby medical facility for treatment. The CHP requested the LA County coroner to respond to the scene as authorities investigated the fatal crash. The area was closed to through traffic until around midnight. The CHP reported that the blue-gray Mitsubishi sedan and the blue Toyota Yaris were involved in the collision, with occupants initially reported trapped inside the vehicles. Both vehicles were found overturned, one on its side and the other on its roof. What weirded me out out about this crash also is that you look at the crashes that we've had throughout the years. This is not.
Wasn't it just like overturned and
one on its side, the other one overturned, but they're in sand. They're off the side of the road.
Was there ejection?
You know, there's no mention.
No seatbelts, probably.
No mention of ejection. It's got to be that, or maybe it was a head-on. I mean, even a head-on crash at, and I know Mythbusters disproved this, which is interesting. You know about this, right? Remember growing up, they would always say, if two cars are doing 50 miles an hour and they hit head-on, that's a 100-mile-an-hour impact, right? Mythbusters did a whole thing on it. They did a great job. It's not a 100-mile-an-hour impact. It's just from 50 to 0. It's like hitting a brick wall. That's why those crashes are so catastrophic, because you're just stopping, right? So even if both cars were doing 40 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, whatever, on the brakes, right, prior to the collision. Okay. Even if you're going, you're on the brakes, let's say you're at 40, you see a car coming on the other side of the road, you're both on the brakes, you hit, let's say you're down to 25 miles an hour. 25 to a stop without a seatbelt, your body's going everywhere. That's secondary collision.
I'm eating my steering wheel.
Yeah, 100%. And your body, that internal collision that occurs, it's a secondary or third collision inside.
The mechanism of injury.
Right, the mechanism of injury is so high in a collision like that. I was just shocked to see the cars and see 5 fatalities. Like, that's crazy.
Well, it was like my quintuple fatal on PCH. It was a wrong way.
But okay, that was a wrong way. You're talking about the speeding with the students that were killed?
Yeah, the wrong way crash.
Was that the students or no? Which one was this?
No. This was.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The UC.
Yeah,
the
that's
UCLA
not it
students?
though.
Yeah.
This is the one where I rolled up and the cars were still on fire.
Oh, that one. That was 5? Jeez, but
it was 4 in one car, and then the guy that was going wrong way.
But that makes sense. A wrong way, high speeds, cars on fire. Like, okay, that makes sense. And you see a crash like what we just saw on EAD's footage. That's not. You don't normally associate an accident like that with that type of loss of life. So it's definitely another reminder, as always, to wear your seatbelt out there. You never know when something like that's going to happen. But all right, I think we're good on recap for right now.
Yes.
And we're going to be what?
We're going to be on to the next one.
All right, you guys know where we're going to be before we do. We'll see you on the next call.